Hey America, give that food a new attitude with natural cheese.
Give it the flavor of a country fair. Give it the tang that brings your food some flair. Give American food a new attitude with cheese. Give it the kick of a bluegrass fest. Give it a chance to taste its best. Cheese adds life to the old recipes. Give American food a new attitude with cheese.
He said he was unmuting us so you could talk.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Woo! You are here with the bad version of Dave Arquette, myself. Below me, you have Santa Gone Bad. On the bottom left, right, whatever side you're on, I don't pick your gender sides. We got Cody down there in a 1980s rap album. And we got Glenn high as fucking space. Welcome to the Friday Fallout. And that's all we got. All right. Anyways, what's up, guys?
Chilling.
Cool. Another expansive answer from Cody. How about yourself?
Everything you didn't
Well,
want
no
to
one
know.
else said anything.
Very short. So he just turns the light out. Bye.
Oh, okay. It's because, let's see, maybe that'll
See if I can do it at the same time. I'll be like Cody.
That's still not working.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I vape or whatever, but, like, I don't care.
Well, my week was crazy busy, which, you know, is nothing to complain about when you start a new business, but it's been kind of rough. My business partner's still out with his back, and it sucks because I've had to kind of pick up the pieces. So, but anyway, glad to be here. We hadn't seen you guys in a couple of weeks, so I'm excited. I can't wait. Took a couple edibles during the green room, and I am feeling good right now. So it should be a fun show. And Glenn, how are you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm fucking soaring.
If you guys didn't know why they had to stop the SpaceX launch, is because Glenn's up there fucking in space flying around, and they had to fucking not run into him.
Yeah. I'm not trying to find satellite.
Yeah.
In chat, doesn't anybody think he looks like he's getting ready to start a PBS special about space? He just looks like hillbillies in space.
It's Space Billies, dude. That's the new show,
Like-
Space Billies.
Yep.
Space Billies. There you go. The Beverly Hillbillies hit it big on the moon or something.
I'd watch it.
I'd watch it. Damn, dude. That's an endorsement right there. But real quick, from the chat, I'm going to get to everybody, but I do want to give a special shout out to Jangles. Mucho love, bro. If you guys know the situation, he's going through some rough times right now. Make sure you guys send some love and thoughts and prayers if you're into that kind of thing to his way. He is a great person. He has been a great supporter of the Migos and of the community as a whole. So, love you, Jangles. I'm glad to see you here. Other than that, yeah. So, what are you guys vaping on? Let's get into the buffets. That won't take 4 hours because this is a vape-adjacent show.
Jason.
Hold on, real quick. RB Martu says the Earth isn't flat, and I'm waiting for proof. Okay, what do you got, Glenn? What are you vaping on?
Ooh, I've got some homeboy mango ice and the blotto on top of the fucking vert. It's tight, dude.
Nice. Is that all you got?
Pass it off to somebody.
Whoever's.
We have the whole universe here, and you're just leaving this dead air here. No.
All right, I'll just go. I'm using my Jackaroo Falcon King with that Big Cock Juice Sticky Nuts. So I'm enjoying that quite a bit. And that's all I'm vaping on tonight. That's it.
Cody.
Pass it off to Cody.
Solid branding by you. But yeah, no, I'm using, same setup, but I got a new flavor, new flavors, because you sent me a bunch of all your unwanted juice.
It's all menthol, man. It's nothing I'm ever gonna vape, so I'm just like, here.
Which is fine, because that's what I like, but right now I got Tropicool by fucking Chilled or Chillin' or something like that. Chill.
How is it?
Is it tropical?
yeah, it's pretty tropical. Um, it's got, I don't know, it's kind of just like a fruit punch flavor, but you know, it's decent.
Yeah, it's from a lab that doesn't make liquids anymore, but I'm glad you like it.
It's all right, yeah. I just grabbed one randomly and was like, oh, I'll go with
Now,
it.
personally, I think the surf stuff might be pretty good. I don't know what Vandal's take is on that, but
I've
that blueberry
never-
lime I really like.
I've never tried it.
I just don't want it. It's like in a menthol.
I thought the branding was cheesy. Sorry, go ahead,
Because
Cody.
I used to have, so at my job before local, I worked at a different vape warehouse, and one of them was like cool with the guy that ran surf, so they would just send him like a fucking care package with like a shit ton of their juice at the time, which was, they still have some of them, but some of the flavors are different, but for the most part they're decent.
They're kind of all over the map with stuff,
yeah,
though. Like, they got blueberry lime, then they got, like, coconut cream pie. It's like, usually you do one thing well and not another, so I'm not a fan of all their flavors.
Yeah,
but-
the coconut cream one, I don't fuck with, but the weird one is like iced tea dragon fruit, some shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird, but at the same time, it's not bad. Like,
Yeah, I remember people actually liking that particular flavor. We never carried that line in the stores, but they would send me samples all the time to try and get me to carry it, and I'm just like, man, I like one of these flavors, and there are better versions of it out there. So I'm just like, it's not that it's bad, it's just not good enough. That's kind of where I stood with it.
they sent my friend some that was, it was like their second batch of flavors like that they made, and one of them was like cinnamon churro, and that shit was so foul. But I mean, cinnamon in vapes is kind of a difficult thing to get done. So
It is, unless you're going for like that hot cinnamon candy, and then they nail that pretty good. I've had one called Fireball that's just like
Oh.
spot on. Yeah, but it doesn't taste like the liquor though. It's just like a hot cinnamon candy, like kind of like those Jawbreakers that had like the cinnamon coating shit on them.
what the fuck is going on in the chat?
Don't worry about it. Keep talking about vape stuff. I said not to take 4 hours on.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
Vanna, what are you vaping on, man?
No, I'm good. I got the topside duel with some.
He's just like, I'm good.
This
The
blo-
guy that's the king of long story short. We were taking too long.
I'm
Sorry,
just joking.
Cody.
I'm just joking. Yeah, the one time Cody won the talk, I had to shut him up. You guys don't get that shit. No. But I got This Blows by Mitch Hoggett, Mr. Hoggett's Yogurts. It's the Blue Raz Bubblegum. And I've actually got some stuff coming him from this weekend. God damn it, Geekus in the chat. Also, I got my 2 Caliburns somewhere. I'm kind of high. And I got one of them, I've got Anarchist Purple. It's a grape bubblegum. And the other one, I got Anarchist Black. It's a cheesecake Fruity Pebbles mix. And wow, I think I have to poop, but I'm not gonna. Also, because
Hey, that's a great lead into something I want to talk about.
also, hold on, before I'm done, this 100 milligram bottle or whatever, we're gonna chug this because I'm not drinking beer right now. So
Ugh.
it's delicious. It's called Party, so I think everyone's gonna have a party. I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, so
It's
segue
called
into
Party.
bowel movements. What do you got for us, Anthony?
Yeah, so that's a great segue in. Okay, I don't know if anybody else out there has streaming services that they pay like the cheap price and they get the shitty commercials that come along with it, but I do. So this one that keeps coming up that just keeps cracking me up is a Colomax or something like that, where you actually like send a box of shit through the mail and they test it for colon cancer. All right, so there's a couple things about this that are really funny to me. Number one, the thought of actually shipping shit through the mail, that to me is hilarious, number one. But number two, the problem with the commercial is they say, well, there are false negatives and false positives may occur. So what's the fucking point if they just don't know? You're sending a box of shit through the mail to get tested, and it may or may not give you the correct answer.
I mean, maybe they just really want like shit.
I mean, if there's a charge for this
It's all a
service,
ruse.
somebody is a fucking genius.
It's all a ruse. They're
Yeah,
just
because I
trying
mean,
to
think
get
about
you
it.
to
You'd be like, well, the commercial said it may or may not be true, and you just go through cards going, that shit looks like it's positive.
Well, I think
That's pretty clean shit, man. I think that's probably negative.
That's
Like,
a solid turd right there. 9 out of 10.
Which is crazy to me. Like, imagine, like, I get, like, a scientist signs up for this stuff, and it's kind of like a person that's, like a plastic surgeon doesn't get excited by boobs, you guess, as much, and, like, someone...
You better be getting fucking paid.
Yeah, and that's my thing, is, like, are these those kind of people that you see that go in the grocery store, that have their t-shirts tucked into their jeans, that do this kind of stuff? Because you have to have that kind of intestinal fortitude to be brave enough to tuck your t-shirt into your jeans and go into a Target with no belt on. The same way I think you'd have to work and then to play with shit all day and then test it to see if you have cancer. It's my comparison.
I've known guys that, like, their job was testing urine. And it's like, okay, somebody's got to do that fucking job. So I get that. But this, to me, seems ridiculous. And I guess if you marked it as guaranteed delivery, you'd have shit in a box marked guaranteed. Like from Tommy Boy. So, hey, we have come full circle.
We really have. In the chat, Rob Gaines says we should flood the USPS with those tests. They won't ship vape gear, but they'll move packages of shit. And I gotta be fair, Rob. If we're gonna talk about like vape gear and compare it to moving shit, people used to buy crappy juice like fucking Puff Labs and stuff and get that mailed. So mailing shit's nothing fucking new. I have to get all the shit talking on brands out of my circle this week. Because I'm going back to work at Local Vape next Monday, not this coming Monday, but the next Monday after, if anyone didn't know, that's in the chat. So I got my job back, and so that's cool. So, like, until I sign those paperwork, I don't think that they would get too mad at some of the things I say, but some of the things I say they probably wouldn't like. So I'm going to get it all out on this stream, and that's why I made sure we're coming on. So name a vape brand that you hate, and I'll tell you why you should. No, I'm kidding. I remember how I said let's not talk about vapes, and then here I am talking about vapes.
No, that's just funny because I know, like, as soon as you go back to work, you got to change your whole attitude about stuff.
Not even a little.
Oh man, let me make this juice look delicious because it tastes like shit.
I will have to.
We're gonna sell any.
Well, the thing is, I will have to like promote products that I don't like, and that's fair. But I will. As far as like being like, I'm not speaking for anyone else besides myself, but my belief, and like this is what I've seen true in my experience, that the company is a very reputable company. And they do try to do the best that they can with not picking up bullshit stuff that, like, you know, is obviously against.
Oh, it's so hard.
But it's hard.
So hard.
It is hard.
Yeah, I mean, I tested lots and lots of liquids, and a lot of it's regional too. Like some flavors do really well in parts of the country, and other parts they just don't like that flavor. So don't think that they're doing it on purpose. Like, oh, I got such a great deal in this shitty juice. Like nobody's picking that shit up.
Yeah.
Okay, but there are some times where it's like, wow, this tastes great to me, and then nobody buys it because it's just not their flavor profile.
Yeah.
So I don't want Vandal to have to come down on this shit by himself. Like that's a legit thing.
Yeah. Like we would carry shit, and like there was stuff that was there when I started, and when I
left years later,
it was like 5 bottles sold, and it was like going for like $1 a bottle, like. And so it was just like, but it was like something that it was like everyone was like, people were buying a lot of it, so they bought a lot of stock for it, and then people just stopped buying it because they were just like, fuck it, we're done with this. And then like,
especially because like that was when everything was super trendy and not really people buying because they needed stuff. You know what I mean? Like 2 or 3 years ago, it was like that's what everyone was so trendy, and that's one thing that kind of pissed me off about like, you know, being in the social media aspect of this stuff is that you see these people. I mean, it's with anything. It's with clothing. It's with musicians. It's with anything. But, like, one famous person, and I'm going to do this heavily air quotes because, like, I'm not trying to disrespect anyone that's in this that has a lot of fame, but vape famous people tried it, and then, like, so everyone gets on it. And I just hated seeing that because a lot of people bought shit that they didn't like or they didn't use. And they, not just because of the fact that, you know, it's wasteful, but it put high hopes in the people that own companies that created products thinking that they're doing good. And, like, sure, they rode a wave of popularity, which most companies will at some point if you're a successful company. And then all of the people that were buying their stuff shit on them because the next guy had bought something else. And, like, that's one thing. Like, I said we're not talking about vape because we're talking about vape. But, like, that's one thing this industry needs to change if we're going to do it. Is, like, stop doing that fucking dick riding shit. Vape what works for you. Stop thinking because this person that has a YouTube channel said something's really great and cool and you should have it when you already have 5,000 pieces of devices and shit like that. And I get it. Like, I'm not the biggest, like, proponent of advocacy, but turn that, you know, $30, $40 on something you're going to buy and never use and put it towards advocacy or something. You know what I mean? But, yeah, that's my rant. Why am I so angry and I'm not high enough yet?
That must be why, because I'm just letting you go. Like,
yeah.
Do you even
Okay.
breathe like throughout that?
I learned to breathe through my nose watching Eminem rap. So.
Oh, I have something else we could talk about that's totally unrelated to. I don't know how Shit in a Box got it all the way down to that rant, but that's okay because that's what's great about the Friday Fallout. You never know what's gonna happen. So I've been like every week kind of coming up with stuff. Hey, watch this. So this week's one is I've never seen Lost, but there is a show out there called Wrecked, Wrecked, and it popped up on one of my streaming things, and it looks like it's a Lost like satire kind of parody, but you don't have to watch Lost. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen for one of these kind of shows. Like it goes so, like every episode is crazier than the next. And if you have want to watch something that's like sitcom that you can just play in the background and not really have to pay like close attention to, that's my show this week.
Lost, huh?
It's not Lost. It's
But it's
called
like Lost.
Wrecked.
But it's like Lost.
Yeah, but it's like a sitcom
Gotcha.
for Lost. Like it's just I think they take like little elements from it just to kind of make it similar, but it goes absolutely nuts.
Nice.
Like I binged it like all the way through. Like that's
Oh, wow.
Like every cliffhanger was like, oh shit, I really want to see what happened next. That kind of thing. But it was all funny. I mean, stupid funny, like
Yeah.
no redeeming value whatsoever. But with the people that watch this show, probably right up their alley.
Yeah, if you watch this show, I'm sorry for your diagnosis, whatever you got. So what about you guys? You guys want to drop what you guys are watching recently? Anything new or anything? Or new games, new music? Anything you guys want to share? Cody, Glenn?
Oh God.
No?
Glenn, go first. Fuck.
Yeah, I really haven't watched anything lately. Been real busy.
No. Look at Mr. Glenn over here with a job. Big guy over here. No.
Yeah, but 13 degrees is nothing to joke about. I mean,
No,
that's
that's fair.
that's cold.
Shit,
Where,
Joe Dirt
where were
got
you
his
working
nuts
that day?
Joe Dirt got his nuts frozen on a porch in Texas in the middle of like winter. I imagine what it's like there. Sorry,
Dude.
go ahead.
What?
That scene from Joe Dirt
He
was
just wanted to say
All
nuts.
like everything you said was wrong, pretty much.
sorry. You guys are interrupting Glenn. Glenn,
They
I'm
weren't
so
in
sorry.
Texas.
Yeah, not even close.
Corey, be quiet.
And it was the dog that
Corey.
got stuck to the porch.
Hey, I got the general idea, right?
The general idea. Yes, general idea.
Yeah, sorry, Glenn.
Right.
There was the South. It was cold. There was nuts frozen to a porch. Long story short.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, Glenn, how is it up there? Like you were saying.
Oh, it's fucking frigid, bud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
question. With it being that cold, I've been in some cold places. Do you do like the long johns and all that shit, like the 4 layers and all that good stuff?
Nah, man. You just get used to it.
I'm surprised you guys call them long johns out there. I figured it was thermal underwear.
I only knew the thermal name when I joined the military because they called
Yeah.
thermals. But when I was like, just a normal person, my family is from fucking. My mom's side, the only side of my family I really know is all from North and South Carolina. So it's them goddamn long johns, man.
I mean, I think that's more of an old person thing because like everyone.
what I was thinking
know,
too, yeah.
Everyone I know calls them thermals, but like, like like my parents will call them long johns. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then they're like, the thermal like stretchy. And I'm like, oh, thermals. Okay, yeah. Like,
But what makes them thermal? There's nothing thermal about them.
that's just what they're called. That's their actual name. Long john is like the fucking
Yeah, but if I'm gonna buy something, I want it to be realistic, and that's not really a thermal.
real. What do you? You're getting the same product.
Yeah. So, anyways, let me.
I
go
was just
through-
thought they were yoga pants with like ruffles.
waffle pants. Now, here's a $1 million
I'll call
idea.
them waffle pants. Fuck
Pants
it.
made
That's
out of
waffle
waffles.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Let's
you
start
go.
it. Hashtag waffle pants.
Fine by me. Gotta get my waffle pants on. It's cold.
Somebody would steal that and fucking use that for a company name.
Sometimes, if it's real cold, I'll wear.
What if they were made by the company who makes Juicy? Juicy
Ooh,
waffle pants?
Nice.
I think we killed Glenn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the chat real
I
quick.
think Glenn killed himself.
Yeah. Well, if you guys haven't noticed, Glenn likes to get elevated, man. So Glenn's usually in a higher plane than all
He's
of us.
very elevated. Look at where he's at. He's floating above North Africa right now.
Damn, dude, you're hella good at geography.
What?
I know. You knew where Joe Dirt lived, and
Yeah.
you knew Africa.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I
I'm
just
an
imagine
expert now.
someone like Joe Dirt's from Texas.
And for you,
Excuse
for
me.
this show, that makes you a geological and
Yep.
geographical.
You said it wrong. It's gynecological.
Yeah.
Gynecological master.
I'm trying to say gynecologist
Yeah, easy for you.
and gynecoloscopy.
This is gonna be one of those shows where we don't want to rewatch it.
Oh,
I
no,
just
I'm
feel like that already.
I
Like,
put
this
the
is-
age
yeah.
gate on it. I put the age
Yeah,
gate on
good.
it. Yeah.
It always
Good.
makes me chuckle anytime we'll talk about like a medical thing. Like Ben will be like, "Ah, dude, my back's hurting," and he's like, "I'm no gynecologist, but like
I think I need a bacchiotomy.
that shit just makes me laugh."
Tracheotomy.
I'm no gynecologist, but my back be hurting.
Just seeing how many times it took him to say perineum. We were
Perineum.
on the show. Yeah, exactly.
I said it.
Did you say it right?
Is it
Perineum.
perineum?
Perennium. Perennial. Centennial Insurance. I don't
Perineum.
fucking know. All right, I'm gonna hit chat real fast. We haven't shown
All right,
these guys
cool,
no
yes,
love
let's
yet.
do it.
RB Mark.
You could say that perineum. That'd be fine, right?
Whatever, Phantom Menace, whatever you say, Millennium Falcon with a P.
Really coming full circle talking about taints on here.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, all day.
All right, T Getz was the first one in here, and he's back in, I believe. Good to see you, bro. Mucho love. He's one of our few Patreons that I totally forgot we had a Patreon for, but I sent some love out to our Patreons last week or the week before. And so hopefully it won't take me another year again, but I love you guys. Thank you, T Getz. RB Mark 2 as well. Good to see you, bro. When Tucky Shine, the oh my god, the master of the shed time. God damn it. Anyways, Mozzie, good to see you. Anthony Ramella, I don't know why he's here. David Moyle from Down Under, good to see you. Lady Liberty, it's good to see you as well. David Moyle, I already said his name. Wow, I totally fucked this up. I'm gonna fuck this
It
up.
was the last one you said.
Yeah, I was gonna start reading everything that's
Literally,
in order. I'm just gonna read it all in order. Okay, ready? So
Migos and Co.
imagine
Migos and
this.
Co.
Yeah,
Yeah.
imagine I said hi before your name. Lady Liberty, RB Mark 2, David Moyle, Kentucky Shine, Geekus Max. No, just kidding. But Geekus joining us from Canada's up there on the cold white north. Is that racist? I don't know. Mr. Mozzie already said his name. I already said all your guys' names. I
The
think.
Great White North?
Yeah, Canada.
The great one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
You
that's
said
the right one.
Did you say the Great Cold North?
I said the cold Great White North something.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
Keep
This-
going, pal.
Well, check
I'm
out my
sorry.
neck.
The
I'm
north.
distracted.
I'm Jay Hayes. No.
Oh man.
Lisa Burns, good to see you. Thanks for showing some love. I believe she's up there in Canada with Geekus as well. We got Dennis Michael, Mr. Mitch Hogitz, the master of juice right now. I gotta tell you, every time I see a show, his juice is on it. So I don't know what you're doing, man, but when you get rich, I want royalty from that free photo I did and you didn't even ask for. Let's see who else.
I
we
had
got?
a little hand in the label making, so maybe I'll get a shout out for that.
We'll give you $1 back for the piece of paper.
I don't want the dollar.
I'm just kidding.
I just want the respect.
Respect. Put some respect on my name.
With some respect.
Obviously not blackface style, but you could totally be Baby, the rapper that went on the radio show and was like, put some respect on my name. But let's see who else we got. Mr.
And,
Mowgli, and I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. It's inebriation time. It's the Friday Fallout. Just like this thing right here says, it's called a GIF. It's Friday, bitches. Enjoy yourself.
We're those guys at last call. These are your choices right here. This is it. This is all you got.
Man, you
So-
really want to set yourself up
choose
for failure
wisely.
like that, guys?
You sick fuck.
Hey, Advocate for Liberty. This is not your picture behind me. This is just how my brain feels after this week. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Just that's how I feel right now. But I'm feeling pretty good. Otherwise,
Geekus apparently is going to correct me in the chat, but he's not gonna. And you know what? I was talking to like some of my friends at Xbox about this, about like some of the dumb stuff that we may say on here. And I'm telling you, if you guys ever think anything we say is stupid, because it's good for the conversation, please type it in chat and let us maybe destroy you if we're right, and if not, destroy us with your rightness. I'm dead serious. And I get it, we're not really politically correct around here, but like if we do something that offends you, let us know. You know what I mean? We don't. I try not to make it go too far, but you know, anyways. Other than that,
Yeah, fuck.
Cody, do you have the Bluetooth remote? Is that what you're doing right now?
It's on my phone, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were messing with one of those vibrator things like you always see on Pornhub on the video, and it's like, and the girl's like, oh, a panini, and then it's like,
Yeah, I'm trying to hook it up to chat, so anytime someone comments, it just, gets me going.
Advocate for Liberty threw in a question. Amigos Code, you set up the bumper for memes of the week yet? There's been a bumper for memes of the week. If you watched our show, you would know. Number one. And number two, I actually made a whole new bumper for a new segment we have coming later. And I'm just going to show you guys, or tell you guys what it's about. It's going to be about boomers using technology, and it's called Boomer Doomers, and we're going to run it until YouTube stops it. Or we get shut down by Adam and Legion for being ageist. I don't know. Either one comes first.
If you haven't guessed, this is Fired Up Vandal this week for some reason. He's got a new job. He's gonna get paid. Fuck all y'all.
Extra spice.
I'm out.
Yeah, well,
He looks almost a little Chigala. Is that the right word?
Oh,
wow, I think it's racist. You would assume
I
I
don't
knew
know.
that word,
See,
but
I'm sorry. That was not intentional to be
that's
racist.
not cool, Holmes. No, now that's racist of me doing the accent. Because I haven't done a 23andMe yet, so I don't know if I really am what I look like. But
I don't speak Spanish. That's just the phrase I've heard used.
Chingala, I've heard it, and I'll be
People
honest.
look like that.
When I say it, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't pronounce it right. But I know the word
I don't know if that was
chimichanga.
like the English of the, this motherfucker right here. I mean, we don't. That's like, it's not mean. It's just like.
That's gringo. That's gringo in Spanish. Gringo is this motherfucker. No matter who says it to you, if it's your friend that's Hispanic and they're calling you gringo, if it's your friend's mom or angry tia, gringo, it's meant to insult you. It's meant to.
I always thought it was like,
Gringo's white guy.
yeah, like white boy.
Yeah, white boy is like calling a white guy a cracker in Spanish.
Okay.
It happened.
If those are the worst slangs that come my way, I think I'll survive.
Yeah, that's not too bad. In the chat, people, wow, I am so fucking gone already. Mitch said, Vandal's like, fuck you, I'm cool, or you're cool, fuck you, I'm out. I wish I did a thing like that, but since I still had my job at the beef jerky place that I didn't even go into, I called in and be like, hey, I just want to let you guys know I'm going back to my old job that pays me a lot better and is way better than this. And they're like, are you sure, man? We really like you run this machine. And then like, yeah. And they're like, well, how much are they paying you? And then I told them, and they said, well, good luck with your career, and hung up. And I'm not trying to brag about being paid, but what I'm saying is like these people realize that like fuck, they couldn't afford to keep someone around. And last I heard, since I haven't been in, I was telling the guys before the show, I guess they fired 100 people last week. 100 people at a beef jerky factory. And like, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone that's in a low point in their life. Yeah, and I quit.
And they were trying to keep you.
They fired
That
those
should
100
say
people. They fired
how
those 100
bad.
people to keep my wages. No. No, I'm just kidding. But like they were like, fuck, I forgot what I was talking about.
Beef jerky. People getting fired.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Something. God, wow, I really lost
You
it.
said they fired 100 people.
Okay, so.
What about your?
Did that have something to do with the racist comment? Like
About you being bald?
Oh no. Okay, I remember now. It's not
trying to
racist,
steer
but
this thing, but
it's very
it's
petty.
fucked.
No, I was talking to you guys before the show, and I was saying like I made I thought of this joke like this, and I want to make the disclaimer, make fun of anyone that's in a low point in their lives. If you're at the low point, I really hope that you work your way up to be better than that. But I thought it was fucking hilarious that these people that worked at this beef jerky plant were not the best fucking and brightest that you saw like running around all the time. And I think it's pretty disrespectful to your whole existence that you got fired from the only job that would hire you, and it's a beef jerky plant. Literally,
Yes.
a guy showed up like high on 8 edibles and he let him work a full day. So you have to be pretty fucking bad at whatever the fuck you're doing to get fired at a place where you stuff meat into a bag. But yeah, so I'm leaving that toxic ass place, So
Didn't you say there was like a girl that was known as like Coke Girl or something?
yeah, like like even the management called her that.
I didn't hear this story.
So I'm not putting anyone's information on blast. Obviously, I'm not sharing no names.
But like,
But
Jessica, what did Jessica do this time?
So-
Every time you have one of these stories, we'll just name her Jessica.
So
that might
yeah,
have been a good guess.
on the playground, there's this girl named Jessica, and she is very well known for playing in the sand. And so much so, even while in the sandbox, playing in the
Even
sand,
the snow.
that the owner of the sandbox was referring to Jessica as, oh yeah, Coke Girl. So Sand Girl, excuse me. So it's a pretty rough place. Like it's a rough and tumble place, you know. Like it's kind of like you see those movies where a guy goes to prison and he has to fight his way out and he's like the good guy. That's what I felt. I felt like I was like, what is that, like Nick Cage or some shit in like the 90s or whatever his name was, and he goes to that prison and then they have the robotic boots and they have the, what is that, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Van Damme? I don't know. But anyways, it's like you're a good guy and you get sent to a prison and everyone else around you is trying to kill you and the place is trying to kill you. And that's what it felt like working there. I'm really high, guys. You guys are getting these weird.
So the next time anyone out there buys a bag of beef jerky, just think these are the people that pack this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought beef jerky like on Wednesday, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But yeah.
They eat, giving everybody free jerky weekly.
Mitch Hoggett says that was Face Off. That was not Face Off. Face Off was different. So Face Off, I know what you're talking about, because Face Off is one of my favorite movies as a kid. I grew up white trash porn in the 90s.
If you're talking like Tango and Cash.
No, it was definitely. It was The Longest Yard. Is that what you said?
Stomp the Yard.
Stomp the Yard. Drumline with Nick Cannon? No.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No, fuck. I can't remember the movie, but it's one of those guys, and they had Nick Cage, John Travolta, Magnetic Boots. Okay, yeah, actually, he's abso-fucking-lutely right, Mitch. I'm so sorry I called you wrong, because now it just all played out in my head. My brain was like, you remember stuff, but there's still no serotonin. Anyways, yeah, it was Face Off, because they're in the prison, and then they have the boots. Oh, my God. Shout out to Mitch Hoggett. Make sure you check him out in his juices. I feel so disrespectful. I'm sorry.
Nice job,
Face
Mitch.
Off? Sort of sound more like Stomp the Yard already.
Yeah. Speaking of that, before we get into the Boomer Doomers, let's talk about crappy movies from your childhood that weren't like Disney or kiddie movies that you watch now and you thought were awesome back then, and you laugh your ass off when you see them.
Ooh.
I've done way too much weed. There's no way I'm going to remember that far back.
You think doing weed is cool?
Yes.
The devil's lettuce.
I've blocked out periods of time back then.
From like the 90s?
See, if you wouldn't have said Disney, then I would have been cool. But it's like that's like E.T. is the first movie.
Okay, so what I meant is more less animation, less like fantasy, like that kind of happy ending.
is terrible. Like that movie is awful. And when I was a kid, I thought that was the best fucking movie of all. It won like awards and shit. Like, and I went back and watched it. And I'm like, God damn, that does not hold up.
Well, on a TV
like,
back,
not good.
You got to think about it like this though. Back then, on a TV that had to have 2 dials to go above the channel 13, that was great.
Yo, it was. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like there are very few movies from that time period that can hold up over time. I mean, you watch them and you're like, God, those special effects are so fucking bad. And like and nothing negative about this movie, so don't start ripping me in chat about it. But even Ghostbusters, like I love that movie to death, but some of the special effects are like, God damn, that's really bad. Like, compared to what we see today. So it's not. But E.T. for me across the board, like terrible story, it was just bad. Nothing made sense. It was shot really poorly, and I was just like, man, this movie sucks.
Damn. Okay.
Are you just The Room?
The Room.
That's in there, but I don't know, when did The Room come out?
I think that was like what, 03?
I have to look that one up.
See, I thought you said like 80s movies.
80s or 90s, like just from like way in the back, definitely nothing before 7. I would even say before the 80s, because let's be honest, I'm not gonna know what the fuck you're talking about.
I mean, I watched Bikini Car Wash this week, so I mean, I'm not discriminative.
That's all right.
That's what took me back to an age where it's like, if you wanted to see boobies, these are the kind of shitty movies you had to watch.
Yeah, those are the $5 DVD bins at Walmart. But The Room,
the only reason I watched it because I was like just scanning through and I was like, dude, I cannot believe that this is actually on a free channel that any fucking 7-year-old could just go, I'm gonna watch this.
It's 2020. Kids don't know the struggle of having to watch pixelated boobs at midnight. on
Yeah, and
Cinemax.
that movie starts out with girls topless on trampolines.
Yeah.
Like that's every boy's like, okay, I'm mesmerized at this point. Like
Yeah.
I would not be able to walk away.
I remember being like not being able to fall asleep on like a Wednesday night, and like randomly like the Girls Gone Wild hour fucking infomercial would come on, and I was just like
Spanking it
"You're
every
telling
3
people
minutes
watch
in
this?
between commercials. Yeah.
Damn it!
But before,
like eight.
because I know how this goes, because we're all shut it out. Glenn, before we lose your train of thought, The Room. That's the one that you brought up. And if you don't know which one that is, I'll share a little bit of info. This was called the best worst movie of all time. So it's about like this Actually, Glenn, you go ahead and tell us about it.
I really don't even know how to describe it, man. Like, the plot line makes 0 sense. There's no character development.
So basically, Glenn's too high right now. Our two shut a time out. Excuse me. We don't do drugs around here. But so the whole premise of the movie, it's like a foreign guy to America, obviously, and he's got a really bad accent, but he has like the hair and the facial jaw structure of Fabio, and so like the movie acting is like basically. You remember the first time that any of you here, well, you guys don't really do the content, but like you've ever made content, Anthony, and you recorded it, and then like you watched it, and you're like, wow, this is the worst thing I've ever fucking seen. The
Yes.
awkwardest that you could have ever been. This, every, now imagine that times 1,000,000 embodied into this guy. And he goes through this whole movie, and so it's supposed to be like a dramatic scene, and like here's like my tissue I blow my nose with, and he walks in, and he goes to knock over like a pillow, and it's like, oh, this stuff is this guy, and he does it like this accent and stuff, and I'm not really doing it good justice, but it has been rated the worst movie of all time up until recently, and then it was rated the best movie of all time recently. So this goes to prove to you that no one knows what the fuck they're talking about.
You know, if we'd have had a bet before the show and say, hey, Vandal, find a reason that wouldn't be obvious to throw a roll of toilet paper across the room, like, you would have won that bet, because I was perfect. But yes, that is absolutely horrible movie.
Yeah.
I think Cody's the only one we haven't heard from yet.
Yeah, what you got,
Well,
Cody?
Something that doesn't hold up.
I have movies that come to thought like that people tell me aren't that good, but I'm like I'll still watch them and be like, this is the best.
So what's that?
like what is it? Like The Little Rascals. Like like it's I know like the originals are like the black and white shit.
Oh, okay. You're saying the remake with
yeah. Like
Bug as Alfalfa.
The one that came out when I was like young, or
It's
maybe
probably before you were born.
yeah, probably it was probably like
Because
95.
I was a child when that came out.
Yeah, it was like 90s, something like that.
Yeah.
But that movie, I'll still watch it and I can quote like the whole thing, and it's like the funniest shit to me.
And that's okay, but like rewatch like the Karate Kid.
Okay, yeah, no, it's boring. Like that's
Like the fight scenes are so bad. It's like, oh my god, how did I ever? and there's been so much satire about it now that I've like went back and rewatched and I'm like, dude, they're right. Like this is really bad.
I get the same thing. Like so, I don't like the original trilogy of Star Wars because it's just
Oh, it's so boring. Geek is
Yeah,
in the
it's
chat's
like-
gonna kill me for this, but it's so slow.
You're talking about like the 1, 2, 3.
no the original trilogy.
Oh, I hear a
then
fight
I can't
coming.
be on this show anymore. Well,
No,
it was
I
fun.
understand.
Thanks, guys.
That's what I'm saying. I understand. Like it's different. You're what? You got like anyone that's your age gives me the same like look. They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? That shit was great." And I was like, "Watch it right now. It's only nostalgia that you."
I want to
like."
make sure you know,
I
Anthony,
can't
he's not
watch
saying
it.
it's not good lore and it's not like great movies, that he just
I'm
doesn't
with you.
like it.
I'm not like I'm mad about it.
Well,
It's
calm
totally
down.
cool.
No.
He's like, "I'm leaving. I'm out this bitch." Like,
No, but and I understand that. I really do. And I think that, you know, you guys have had the opportunity to see things so much farther advanced. I mean, we have advanced in that technology like at an exponential rate. So tinfoil hat time.
yeah, but I mean, at the same time, there's two sides to it because like 1, 2, and 3. I mean, 1 and 2 are like kind of that mid range where it's like acting and still like they have like a lot of new like effects and stuff.
Yeah.
But like 3, like people knock the acting because like literally 90% of the movie was shot in front of a green screen. So they're like, oh hey, Ewan, what the fuck's his name? Obi-Wan
McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. They're like, hey, just pretend there's a fucking monster right there. Or
But
something.
now that's like mainstream media. That's mainstream, like Hollywood now.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen how they shoot the Mandalorian now? This is a great segue. You sent me into a segue without even trying. That's how good this is. Well, there's a thing on Disney. Anybody that has Disney, they're doing like the making of the Mandalorian. And it's like 6 or 7 episodes long. You don't have to watch all that shit. There's one section in there about how they actually shoot it now and the room that they use for it. It is cutting edge technology. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of the Mandalorian. It may not be your style. It may not be your thing.
It's good.
But when you see how they actually shoot this now, like if every company out there that's making movies and TV isn't going to this format, they're just wasting their time.
Yeah.
Like, it is amazing. Like, they put 4 or 5 actors in a scene, and because of the way the room works, they can actually like make them feel like they're floating down a river. And so all 4 actors are responding to what they see because they're in that environment. There is no green screens. It's actually active. And they use video game technology to use cameras inside of that space, I guess, if you will. So they are able to like change angles quickly and not have a bunch of issues. I am not explaining this well. That's why I don't do that. But if you have a chance to watch that, it's amazing. And I get what you're saying, but the budget for the original Star Wars was so low and what they were able to do with it. If you saw any other sci-fi movie at that
Before
time,
that, oh my god,
you would understand.
No, I understand
That was
that.
just, it's like the Matrix. It's like right now we probably have kids that are born now that would see the Matrix and think, what a piece of shit movie that was. But at the time, I
Oh
walked
my
out
God.
of the theater like dizzy. Like,
I was in my
everything
backyard
I
with a
thought
broomstick
was real
trying to
is
bend
not
and shit.
real anymore.
Yeah, like when they,
But that's just that. You're right. That's that
shoot,
feeling.
Yeah.
like, bullets and stuff. You're probably what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
And it's been so overdone and so ripped off and everything else. But that original time of seeing it is like seeing Snatch for the first time. It's like the way they shot that and stuff was just
seeing Snap. What?
The movie Snatch.
Okay.
the movie Snatch. Sorry. Wow, that didn't come out right. And usually that's my strong suit. These are great new edibles we just got in. These are D8 edibles, so they're 100% completely legal, and obviously you can tell by tonight they work.
Yeah. But like another classic one, like if you go back and watch like the old school Iron Man movies too, like 1 and 2, they were like one of the first older ones of the Marvel stuff, and Marvel had a lot of money even. And you go back and look at it, and like you could see it, and like maybe I was just way too stoned. I ate a couple edibles, but like I always watch Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame. I just think that the fight scenes and stuff they're great. I love the fight scenes in those movies, and I watched it again like last night, and I was like paying real close attention. And like I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but next time you watch it, watch Thanos. And then it's terrible because now all I see is a CGI thumb moving across the screen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that. Like, now I won't be able to watch for anything else.
Yeah.
But Jon Favreau, the guy that directed those, the first 2 Iron Mans, is also the guy doing The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So that's why they're such a cohesive of how great they are.
I don't know. Infinity Wars, I just had a problem with like the way it ended because like they just kind of.
Oh, they chopped it and slopped it, man.
I didn't like it. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it because it was Avengers and stuff, but I didn't like how it actually played out. It was more. I don't know. It was just when Thanos from the past came to the future and fought him, he didn't have the gauntlet, and then like literally it was Captain America with the hammer, Thor with his
That's
hammer,
a part of
let
the
alone,
lore,
like,
though.
let alone a bitch Thor because he was like fat Thor, but like he was still like he's still a god.
Yeah, well, they also made it
What's going
all.
wrong with Fat Thor, man? Come on now.
It made sense.
No.
That's the best arc for a god character is to break them down to the bare bones and watch them build themselves back up. Everyone loves to see you fall, but then they believe in you and you build yourself back up. That's why that.
I know,
was
but
there.
I'm saying it was Iron Man, Captain America with Thor's old hammer, and Thor with his new hammer, all fighting Thanos without the Infinity Gauntlet. and they still got their ass beat. Like, I was like, what the fuck is
Thanos
going
is
on?
technically like a god being. He's a Titan, you know.
No, that fool's a bitch.
I don't know, man. It
So,
seemed...
Hulk should have whipped his ass whenever it was just him and Hulk. And then, but then
and
he
he's
turned
right,
Hulk
like-
into a little bitch.
Yeah,
I was like, this
there
is
are problems with the movies that don't follow the comics, and that is kind of an issue.
Well, it's every medium that when content transforms platforms, you know, or transforms platforms when it transcends platforms. Because like think about the Harry Potter books and stuff. Like, you know, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I can't read a fucking Harry Potter book because I'm retarded. But like they don't match the actual lore. You know what I mean? And then like it's like, you know, they do that cross that stuff. So I understand that, Grape. I'm not trying to dig on you for that. I was thinking about that Thor thing last night too, because I get super stoned. I pay too much attention to, like, you know, small stuff, and I make big plots in my head. And I was like, oh man, that's so genius. I never thought of it before. They you know, make the god the weakest guy. Blah, blah, blah. And then but I agree with you. A lot of stuff, like just for something that's coming from me personally, they're gonna make a Fallout TV show. I know it's gonna be terrible because like even the Bethesda can't even make a Fallout game, much less who's gonna make a TV show about Fallout when they know nothing about it. So when that comes out, I'll be on the other end. You know what I mean?
Till it's great, and you're like, fuck.
It's on Amazon, and it's made by people that have no idea, and it's also influenced purely by Bethesda, which made Fallout 4, which is a great shooter, but it's not a Fallout game. And then 76 is coming around all right, but like, oh my god, now I'm getting into shit that no one knows what I'm talking about except for maybe you. Anyways,
I do.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys are right. They chop stuff up. But you know what? Let's do a change of pace here, and let's do the new segment, Boomer Doomers.
Boomer Doomers.
I didn't add music to this one so people could hear us talk.
You gotta do like an air guitar thing.
Boomer Doomers.
Maybe we get Advocate to get one of those guitars on the back of his wall and learn how to play it, and then he could do it.
Maybe it has to be like a 50s guitar riff.
Oh, dude, like some fucking like Back to the Future shit. You guys aren't ready for this, but your kids are gonna love it. And it's like Marilyn Manson, the beautiful people, the beautiful people.
Oh my god.
No one would ever pick that
That'd be
song.
so awful. Everyone would be like, what the fuck? Like,
They're like, Charles Manson, listen to this. Like, no.
All right, are we doing this?
Yeah,
thing?
hold on, I gotta find it. I don't know where the fuck it is. All right,
Oh,
so
I thought you already put it up.
that's the wrong one. That's Memes of the Week. Oops. Yeah, I'm high.
all right, we're doing memes of the week.
No, it's okay. So these are all screenshots I got over the week of old people trying to use the internet and do things. Like, so as you see in this one right here.
Is it just all Anthony? I'm just kidding.
Push one wrong button.
I know,
and now
right?
you're the butt.
Hey,
of
no, I
fucking every joke.
pressed that button before too.
And you know why? Because I had an alert
It's
come down and I
right
was going
there.
to choose it, and as I chose the alert, it
Swiped up,
disappeared.
yep.
That is the only
every
reason,
time.
and I was just like, he's going to build a whole segment around me pushing one fucking wrong button.
I forget what happened. I actually did not even think of that. You just reminded me, so thank you. What happened, Cody? Tell us.
We were having an Instagram chat.
Oh yeah, you were trying to video chat us when you were fucking had your balls
and
out.
an alert
We were
came
just
down
chatting.
for another message platform, and I went to press it, but when I did, it disappeared, and it hit the call everybody on a voice chat. And then the response was, I don't have any clothes on.
I didn't have clothes on. I was about to get in the shower. Like I was just like I
And
just
I
looked
didn't
at my
mean
phone.
To
Like,
video
I-
chat anybody.
Like I was like about to hop in the shower because I just got home from work, and then like you guys sent messages, so I was like reading them, and then we were responding, and we just kept going, and I was like, all right, whatever, you know. And then like you tried to call us, and I was like, I'm not answering this. Like I was like, I don't have a fucking shirt. Like I'm in my underwear right now. Like,
Yes. Yeah, that one stays. So, yeah, I'm the doomer, I guess.
No, I actually did not even remember that. I just saw a couple, like one. I follow a bunch of Instagram pages. You know, I still a lot of content for like the videos and stuff, like the memes, and so. I saw the old guy one. This one right here. My wife cheated on me 3 times in his Facebook bio. Part-time engineers, likes to dance to modern hip hop. Like, whoa, dude! Like, you don't need to be that open. Like, it's like, why would you put all that on there? Like, why would you put all that?
DirtyLaundry.com.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So yeah.
Likes to dance to modern day hip hop.
Yeah, so like what's modern day hip hop?
Yeah, I know.
So is this like cheaters don't apply?
Yeah. Or
If
it's,
you're planning on cheating on me, then maybe you shouldn't respond to this.
it's like my favorite ones you see, and like if you're an older person and like some of this applies to you, take it with a grain of salt. I think you're hilarious. But like you see these guys that are like 60, 70 years old, and like they're like holding like a walker, and they're like, I am the wolf that protects the sheep or something on their Facebook and stuff. It's like, come on, man, please just be like, yo, Matlock is lit. I love my mashed potatoes. I'm going to bed.
Matlock. I like Matlock and mash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as
I
I
think that's the Matlock ending thing there. Sorry.
yeah, I think I can find that probably on this soundbite thing. There's so much stuff on here.
All right, what's this one?
I've seen way too many episodes of MASH, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
That shit is so boring.
So this one says, "Good afternoon. Is this item available?" And it's like, I broke my hand. It's like, oh, that sucks. Like, and then this one that comes up next when it pops on your screen, I think is a time lapse sequence that you could see of an old guy trying to figure out how to post on Instagram or take a picture, and you see the sequence scene by scene of him trying to figure out what the fuck he's doing.
Is this one you posted? Because I think we've seen this.
Yeah, I think I sent you guys that one.
Why does he not have a shirt on?
No shirt, and that's the creepier
Right.
part. What is this guy doing?
Dude, that's every, like, so many
Who
guys.
sits down to start up their brand new computer? Just like, all right,
Yeah.
sit the shirt off. It's too restrictive.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I just got done from my ARP sign-up meeting. You know what? Let's post topless selfies.
No, God! No, God, please,
It
no!
looks like he's
no!
trying to take his 1-800 hand. Like, he does not look happy at all. It's like, which one of these makes me look the toughest?
Yeah.
Like, the fourth one, he looks, like, sweaty.
Dude, that's the stress of, like, trying to figure that out and still eating meatball subs at noon.
What?
That's what I imagine.
I was like, what's wrong with eating a meatball sub for lunch? Like,
Maybe he just lost his job at the beef jerky factory and he had to update his LinkedIn.
oh, man.
I gotta take a picture for this goddamn thing. I just want a job. I'm
Correct
not
answer,
working.
Anthony, is the beef jerky. It was me, actually. That's me with the old face filter trying to get Instagram thoughts.
I wasn't talking about you. You
Oh.
just said 100 people lost their job.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
I'm
about
like, that's the type of people that are probably working there. I've been shoving meat in a bag for 30 years. Now I gotta go look for a job.
But yeah, so those were the slides I had for Boomer Doomers. I really hope you guys appreciate this graphic. I was telling the guys, for someone that does Photoshop and gets paid to do it professionally, I never knew how to 3D render text and graphics till today because I accidentally did it. So you got a cool 3D Boomer Doomers logo right there. And look at this guy. And look how mad, like, old people on the internet just do not match because that picture is clearly from the early 90s with that screen. So, like, maybe, like, if you're really mad at the internet, you shouldn't use it. I don't know.
I can hear it. I can hear that picture.
What?
Is there? Oh man, I don't want to be raised. Is there someone from overseas on a speakerphone, like telling them to turn it off and back on again?
That's the thing. They didn't have customer support like that back then. You didn't
No?
have you had a computer back in the 90s. You got like a
My
Gateway
dad
or a
worked
Dell.
for IBM.
Okay, so it's different. You got the
Yeah, if we were calling tech support, he was looking for another
Yeah.
job. I mean,
like shit. Like this didn't happen until worldwide and openly for most people until 1997. If any of you are old enough to know, Cody, this is how we used to connect to the internet.
Yeah, I know. That was
do
like
you
the
know,
early-
or is it something that you've been told? Have you ever experienced dial-up?
Gotcha journalism, bitch.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You've never used it, huh? You probably had DSL, like not like in real life, but I mean like the internet.
Like
That picture that Vandal just put up
I'm just kidding. I'm just
with dial-up would have taken a week to render.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know it goes. I mean, I know of it. Like, it's not. I can't remember if I've used it or not. I mean, I don't know.
I never thought there'd be a day that I'd be talking about how things used to be with the internet.
Nope.
Yep.
That's how old I am. Like I never.
It's crazy
Still
to me
seems
now
fresh.
that I'm becoming the guy that was hating on, like, I remember when, like, well, maybe not you per se, Anthony, but like Cody, like you guys. I'm actually in between ages on all y'all. But okay, so I was like 16, 17 with like MySpace, not MySpace, but like a little bit older than that. That stuff came out and everyone's like, that stupid older people, like, why you use the internet like that, blah, blah, put information, do the pictures and stuff. And I'm like, haha, you're just an old person, you don't get it. Now I'm on the other side of the screen and I'm like, goddamn, does anyone wear fucking clothes on TikTok? I mean, I'm still gonna like, you know, like watch the video and all that stuff, but fuck. Like, now I'm like, I don't understand kids nowadays. And it's like, I saw a chick doing like a recipe thing for like, as a cucumber salad, and it was 4 minutes of her just cutting a cucumber with a tank top on. And like back in my day, I just posted pictures of like me wearing a Sum 41 t-shirt doing this, you know, like. So I think the tables have turned. We are become, well, you know, we're the old people now because I don't understand half this stuff. Like 18 messaging apps, like WeChat, iChat, all this shit. Like what? Like all what?
I mean, I don't do any of that shit. Like,
Yeah.
so it's that's like there. Well, you gotta think like
You don't
people
go
that
naked
were-
on there. It's
No, I'm saying,
shocking
like-
to hear.
like people that were born in 2000 are 20 years old. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking. I mean, obviously, I'm only I'm 24, but like still, it's like
Yeah. And I'm not hating on anyone posting that stuff on there, but I'm pointing out to the fact that now I'm getting to the old point to where I'm starting to get judgmental on stuff that really has no fucking direct effect on me whatsoever. And I'm like, oh man, it sucks because now I know what. Now I'm looking at like I used to live with like my aunt, my little brother's aunt and uncle when I was younger, and I moved out on my own. Well, not quite on my own, it was with them. And I had spiked hair, and I had Liberty spikes, and I had the gothic trip pants, and I had the blood red fucking knee-high boots, and I would skateboard in those like a fucking poser, and I'd fucking do all that shit. And I remember walking out of the house, and he'd come home from work like, he was a Native American guy. He worked construction his whole life. He's a quiet man. He's just like, going out, you know, but yep, you know, and like it's crazy because like how harmless it is to you when you're then, and so now, you know, like how harmless is what kids are doing now, and I just don't know like the difference. Am I being overzealous by thinking like, you know, maybe it's too far with this stuff, or am I just turning into an old grump? And like I think it's at that crossroads of like, damn, I'm getting old.
Yes. It's like me in pajama pants. But
Yeah.
I have to ask, was like Gleaming the Cube like your favorite movie?
I don't
For
even
that
think
period
I've
of
seen
time?
that.
Oh, come on.
No, I swear.
You were a skateboard punk with like crazy hair and you never saw Gleaming the Cube.
Yeah, and I didn't have any friends. No one. I had no culture outside of what I saw on my own.
You skateboard in the sand. Fuck.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh.
Like, grew up
It's
in
also one of those movies that doesn't hold up. You watch it and you're like, there's no fucking way. It's like thinking all those things that Triple X does is actually real.
Oh man, dude, Vin Diesel, man, I hate Vin Diesel. Let's talk about Vin
Oh,
Diesel.
Triple
God,
X.
My
he's so
favorite one's when
annoying.
he's skateboarding down the fucking mountain to like restore satellite service, or no, he was like getting a pay-per-view
Yeah.
for everybody, and it was like the most like he skateboarded on the side of like a bus, and like it was all this crazy shit.
Well, they try to go off that full extreme sports craze, and that shit started getting popular. But really, if you know anything about extreme sports, people that do stuff like that are usually getting beat up by their wife named Pink. So
Oh.
they're not usually out like, you know, saving Russia or nothing. So, but yeah.
That leads me to another question: why aren't any of Pink brand clothes pink? Like I don't ever see them. I've never seen one.
I've seen them.
I've never seen it because I always like, why is that? Why does it say pink but then it's not pink?
I mean, the most common one I see is like gray sweatpants with pink on the ass, but
And
it's
white.
No, but it'll be in pink sometime.
Oh, I
mean,
never
I've
see it in
seen,
pink.
I've seen both. But
You gotta understand though, Cody, our demographic of like stay-at-home moms is probably way heavier than Anthony's in Ohio. In Las Vegas, we have 47 Targets, so we see it all the time.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, dude. I could literally like, I could come back in 30 minutes and see like 2 of them. So, like,
Cool.
It's something about the white housewives here. They love that shit. Like, they just wear it everywhere. I went
Just
to
like long johns you can wear on the outside. Like that's the dream right there.
well, it's It's funny they kind of made everything into a fashion statement now, you know, as a rebellious thing, and now everyone's wearing the almost what are those called, capri pants, but they're like sweatpants now, you know, and all that stuff.
Joggers.
Yeah, joggers. You know, they call them joggers, but dude, it's just sweatpants, dude, with a you know, tighter fit. That's all it is. But
Yeah.
I'm not hating on them. I wear them all the time. Like I have
No,
this
it's
green
like-
pair I've wore for like 5 days in a row. They're gross.
It's just sweatpants, but they have like the same thing a sweatshirt has around the ankle, so it like holds it at your ankle.
So you don't lose your air.
Makes it dressy.
Well, because for me, I'm a fat piece of shit, and I'm short and wide, so like I'll get like double X pants, and like they're like 6 inches too long, so they go underneath my shoe.
He looks like an elf.
Yeah, so like.
Yeah,
so,
why is it because you're 5XL? Does it mean you're 5XL tall? Like, that doesn't really happen. Like, there are perfectly proportioned 5XL people out there.
They need to
It
have it
doesn't
in
exist.
soda can sizes, so you
I mean,
know.
it does. I mean, like, I have a friend. He's like 6'7", but he's like 300, or he's like 200. No, he's like 325 or something. So like, he wears like 3X like all around, but like, everything is proportioned pretty nicely. Like
One person that
one
you know.
guy.
When I say not normally, and you're like, nah, man, I know this guy.
That's fair. That is fair.
That's how we were in the vape shop. It's like, wow, man, everybody just hates this juice, and it'd be like one guy who didn't like it.
Dude, you talking about me telling a story?
No.
No, I'm being
Personal
sarcastic.
story.
That's what I do all the time. I always exaggerate stuff. I'm like, yeah, so I stuffed 5,000 beef jerkies. I only jerked off 2 beefs.
God.
I got Quiplash starting up, guys, and we'll end the game. I'll end the show after that. We are an hour in. We appreciate you for hanging out.
Hope you're having a good time. We are. So
Yeah.
you guys quit watching. We'll just do this in the Zoom once a week.
Anthony's trying to get us to do that circle cracker thing again, and I'm not doing it. You're like, it's Delta 8, bro.
Protein Delta 8. It's a little salty.
It's protein. It's my new formula.
Protein.
You never heard that before?
Are we really playing Jackbox? Okay.
Yeah. Can I connect the Steam network? What? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's not going to start. Oh, there we go. But yeah. Other than that, while this is getting started.
So yeah, if you guys see somebody out there that's an old person that does something stupid with technology, send it to me. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
You have to it's everybody's goal that's in chat is to be a part of the show.
Oh, also, yeah, thanks for saying that, and because you reminded me. If you guys saw the meme on the intro of the video of, like, I'm going to tell my kids this is Chris Vandal, and it's the picture of little Nikki. Shout out to Lando for making that for me. He posted on his Instagram and tagged me, and it was one of the funniest things I've seen, because that was like what I used to look like 2 weeks ago when I had long hair, and when I was emo, which was last week, 2 weeks ago when I had long hair.
Yeah, the great thing about Lando and his memes are he puts out so many that you can't help but find one that's funny out of the bunch. You may not like them all, but there are ones that sometimes that come down and just I start dying laughing.
Yeah. Well, I see all of his, like, hey, I'm not trying to be mean, but I see all his thirst traps, so I usually stay away from Lando's posts. He's usually up late at night posting something about, love me, bitch, you don't love me, and then I'm like, oh, man, just tell her you love her, man.
Tell me you love me.
Hey, that doesn't always work. Okay.
Sorry, Cody.
All right, well, tell him you love him then.
There you go. Wait, what? Hold on.
He said it doesn't always work. I was just making adjustments.
See, I didn't catch that.
It was a little bit of a curve, man. A little bit.
All right, the code is TSCA. And I'll share the screen with you guys.
We already said what the code was, so.
Oh, you guys don't need it then, huh?
You told everybody what the code was.
Oh. It was also
Literally
on
read
screen
it.
before
Hey
it
guys,
was on
the
screen.
code is.
I hate it here.
Oh, no, I like it here.
There's a delay. We'll all get in. It's fine.
Yeah. So you guys want me to put the screen share up for you guys, or are you guys good?
No, I don't think it's necessary.
All right.
I mean, it's up to you.
Glenn looks like he's glitching out in an 80s TV right now. It's so beautiful because his like background's so crisp and clear, but then he's kind of fuzzy because of his lighting, you know?
Yeah.
He looks like he just like took over the TV networks. If you don't pay me $1 billion, Uganda's gonna burn.
Hey, that hair is shining though.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to meet the Lord. Can you see him from there, Glenn?
What?
That's how far away he is. That's why it's so hard to hear.
He's that last scene in the fucking Key and Peele skit. He was like, I said, bitch. He floated out in space.
Come on, a couple more players would be cool.
All right, we got a full game, but now that every spot's taken, you can join the audience, and the audience can change the whole outcome of a game.
And my lag must be bad because I still show 2 open spots. That's crazy.
Yeah, we got one in the audience. I'll leave it up for another minute or so, but if you join it right now or late, you can join in. If you close the app or your browser, if you pop it right back up, it'll come back in. And then, yeah, otherwise, keep it away from any symbols of, like, extremism. Keep it away from, dead babies, I guess. Just to be nice. That's my nice thing of this week. We're not going to make fun of dead babies.
He's trying to say no Nazi cats, Cody.
Yeah, no Nazi cats,
Oh,
Cody.
damn. That was my go-to.
I know.
And try to be original. Vandal's ass is a good answer, but not every time. No. All right, let's start this shit.
Well, you just... Yeah, now it's going to be an answer every time.
Press everybody is in to start the game. I'm pressing it. How come it's not working? How come it won't start? Why?
That's on you, pal. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Is it just stuck on 1?
No, the game's full.
No, what I mean is it counts down from 3, 2, 1, and
Oh.
it just says disconnected.
Yeah, I have to restart it. I'm so sorry. You guys,
We know you just come on here to hear us talk anyway, so it's cool.
I was on the wrong fucking screen. I was trying to start it from the game instead of the browser.
Well, I'm glad we're all relaxed, having a good time on the Fallout. Cody, you drinking on anything?
I had a few Michelobs.
Okay.
Nothing crazy.
64s, I'm assuming.
What?
Don't they have like a 64 calorie Michelob? I thought that's what you drank.
Well, no, it's 95 calories.
Oh, okay.
It's Michelob Ultra. It's got it's got like 100 calories, and then like
Thank you, Poon Sauce. I mean, Cody, go ahead.
and then like 3 grams of carbs. That's really all I care about. If I'm trying to do like keto shit.
Is it working?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, it usually
Yeah.
works.
My buddy lost a bunch of weight doing that, but it's tough to keep off because you gotta just keep kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah, I mean you can like wean yourself off of it, but like obviously if you're like a lot of people will just be like, well, I already had this many today, so I guess it's just a cheat day, and then they'll go and get like fucking 10 donuts, a whole fucking pizza, and some ice cream, and I'm like, alright, well, chill. Like, having like a couple slices of pizza isn't gonna kill you, like, it's just, get back on it, but yeah.
Yeah, I had cravings so bad when I had that. It was horrible. Absolutely
Well,
horrible.
It's probably been like 4 years now, but like I was pushing like 300 pounds, and I was like, this isn't where I want to be. So I like started doing that, and I dropped down to like 240. Like doing that, and it over like This was like without working out, like it, and yeah, it was good. But then I'd get off it, gain some like over a couple months, and then like I'd be like, all right, need to get my shit back together.
Yep. Yeah, if you're pushing 300, then I'm pulling an extra 100 behind me.
I want to say I forgot to make the bumper for read my comment, but tonight's comment goes to Gigas Maximus for saying what a 2-bit operation.
I thought you got upgraded to 4-bit.
No, 2-bit. All right, so I'm gonna start the game now. You can join it anytime to do the audience. I'm sorry, guys. I really did not mean to mess this up so stupidly.
Hey, there we go. It's working.
Hey there, Schmitty here. You there, Schmitty here. Yes. Glad to see you guys don't have anything better going on. Let's do this.
Well, obviously not. They're here.
This is round 1. You'll see 2 prompts on your device. Answer them any way you want. Each answer will go up against someone else's answer, and everyone will vote on which they like most. It's simple. You score based on the percentage of players who like your answer. Plus, there are winners' bonuses at stake. Go.
Are one of you guys Mikey?
I think that's Geekus.
Yeah, dude, I was gonna say that's fucking Geekus. So
I'm in the audience because I didn't know the code.
oh my god. Sorry, Cody.
No, that's cool.
Let me start it all
It's
over
okay.
again. No.
Sometimes you could sway things, the right way. So,
Well, at
You're
least
good
now
then,
we know
okay.
for sure it'll be a safe game. No. This is my
Sure.
plan the whole time.
He's just gonna be like Nazi cats and racist shit. And I'm like, oh, hey. Like,
yeah, that was a plan. Vandal was going to start the game, and I was supposed to keep you talking so you didn't notice.
Imagine how hard it's going to be for us to build a whole new channel when this all gets shut down,
Okay,
you know?
it's time for some fun action. First up, if you were allowed to name someone else's baby any weird thing you wanted, what would you name it?
Oh, God.
Okay, pick your favorite.
Alright, fucking A.
Yeah, I want a little Vandal. Like that. There's so many great things about that.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't mean you personally. I just like the name. Like, what's your son's name? Vandal.
It's funny because I'll comment on like news articles or something on Facebook, or like a video game post, and people from like India will be like, "Oh, do you know the meaning of your name?" I'm like, "It's a nickname." They're like, "Oh, you stupid white people." I was like, "Sorry." Because like for the longest time, I had friends I knew in Vegas, like for like years, that really thought my last name was Vandal. It's not, guys. Just a heads up.
Name for a generic
I thought
brand
it
of
was.
hot dogs
Yeah.
that you probably shouldn't
I was like,
buy.
it's literally tattooed on your forearm.
It's voting time.
Is he's the Vegas Vandal?
I said not to use my name, and then of course, I guess it's original to the channel. Like this is the only kind of content you'll find here. So you know what? Thank you guys. It's good to know that you want to name me after weird hot dogs.
Vandal's plump choice.
That actually sounds like something you'd find in the video game Outer Worlds.
That's true. That's accurate.
Glenn was like.
Plump.
God damn you, Geekus.
Next
Sounds like a
one,
clothing line for
a
fat
better
chicks.
name for friends.
This is a fat kid store, Mom.
Welcome to Plump.
It sounds like something from like a comedy, for sure.
Glenn's Jeb Bush. I know it.
The name for a sitcom about a
You need
bunch
another
of
chocolate bar. You're gonna have to start shopping at Plum.
Time to vote.
That would be fun. Like they make those typical sweatpants where the ass just says the name and it just says plump. Like
That's what I mean. That's what ran through my mind.
Did you say like on the yoga pants on the butt or something? Dude,
Yeah,
just
like
get a heat press. Start making money on Instagram, dude.
like the pink or the juice.
All you gotta do is include a free fucking membership to the Bang sponsorship club, and like you'll be set. Bang Energy, and then literally, how is everyone sponsored by Bang Energy? Who buys it now?
And next is
I mean, I do.
great birthday present for your work.
It's
And
Cody.
One out of 4 vapors buys Bang.
Vote on your devices.
It's Cody.
I think the worst thing I've seen is young children buying it.
Yeah, I see kids with like Red Bulls now and shit, and I'm like, dude, I had to wait till it was invented to try it. Fucking kids these days, they're Adderall and Red Bulls,
Yeah, I was like, I have
flavored
a
Red
friend-
Bulls. I'm a boomer now.
I have a friend that literally like he'll drink like 3 or 4 Red Bulls a day. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I can drink 2 sugar frees a day, but it's kind of like one's I'm chill, 2 I'm like I'm not sleeping.
Like if I drink like more than 2 cups of coffee, I'm like
Next
fucking
in line,
like
the name
shaky.
of a law firm
Yeah.
you shouldn't hire.
We probably should focus on the game. Like part of this game is actually talking about it, but I'm whatever.
Dingle and Barry are ass blasters.
At least it's nothing Vandal. Like I'm tired of those answers. I want something. I want you to think.
I knew that Geekus did the answer in the last one that wasn't me, and he did the Ebola one, so I voted for one that was me just to get him. Love you, Geekus. Yeah, audience favorite, all one of you. Thank you, my #1 fan. No kidding, this is Cody. It's like shout out to all the people that like my post. It's like Cody, whatever.
I think I got the longest message from Cody this week on Instagram.
It was like 4 sentences long.
That's all for round 1. Here's the scoreboard.
There's a whole essay, dude.
Did you ever take like speech classes or anything in class, Cody, where you had to give a speech or like public speaking or communication or anything like that?
I mean, I've taken like English classes and still do that, and it's the fucking worst thing ever. Like I remember, like in my senior English class, they had us do like poems, and then I was like, all right, no, cool, whatever. And then she's like, yeah, I want you to like compare yourself to something in nature. I was like, oh fuck, and then, like everyone picked like typical shit like wolves and bears and stuff, and I was like, I'm a fucking rain cloud, bro. Like, and it was like the gayest poem ever. But like, and then like after everyone was finished, he was like, all right, we're gonna present him, and I was like, oh no. I was like, oh fuck. Like, it was the most awkward thing ever. Even though it was like 6 sentences, it was still like terrible.
What was your strong subject?
Science.
Were you good with the maths?
I was decent. Nothing crazy. I mean, you have to be okay at math to be good at
Let's
science.
start
So
this show.
That's kind of what I
First
was
one,
asking.
yeah,
a
I
word
mean,
that should
in
never
math
follow
class I would get
beef.
like C's, but in science class I would
Okay, everyone,
get
who's
80
your
across the
favorite?
board.
Or you should never follow beef. I'm
That's
voting
new.
for that because it's fucking funny.
That's a graphic I want to make for the next show. You're gonna be packed beef. It's gonna be like you in a beef bag.
Put me in the hot dog pack.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Full 100% beef Ramella. 100% Ramella beef, like Mom used to make. Have a picture of Cody like as an old lady, and then Glenn is like the old man, like the old family that made the sausages.
You know, it's so funny because one of the last times I played this on another show, it was, what do you never want to hear scream from the kitchen? And I put, we're all out of the circumcised penis. So that kind of fits in with that, Ramella's pack of circumcised beef.
That's just the tips. Whew.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Prius though.
Yeah.
That's probably the most embarrassing.
The silent killer. You guys ever watch the show Weeds? And the drug dealer buys a Prius because he can creep up on people and shoot them?
No.
Cool.
Next in line, the government should legalize. Vote on your devices.
Actually, crack pancakes are legal in Oregon. I'm gonna have to go with one or the other, you know, and like this one's just not. This is an easy choice. I think I'd rather smoke crack than, you know, have sex with Madonna.
I can't see what the answers are. Necrophilia, Jesus Christ.
You guys are rough. Damn, Glenn. How many bodies you got in the fridge that came with that beard?
It's always the quiet bearded ones you gotta worry about.
Time to vote.
That means Cody voted for necrophilia too.
He's in that anime stuff, man. It's just kids these days.
Oh, okay. Kids these days, yeah, I get upset when they wear pajama pants to Walmart and they're voting for necrophilia. Like, maybe my priorities are a little out of whack.
Yeah, like my dad was telling me, like the first time he went on a plane,
Okay,
it was
next
like
one. It's
an
disappointing to put together
like
a
it'll like
1,000
show
piece puzzle
like
and
you would show
realize
up
it's
like
just a picture
dressed
of
in like a
blank.
suit and shit and like whatever, and just like
It's
looking
voting
all
time.
fancy, and now like I'm like, oh, you know, just flying to LA, like you just hop on in like sweatpants and a fucking t-shirt, like
Dude, nowadays you just hop on and start like shitting your pants everywhere.
yeah. I mean, and he was talking like, cause that was like back when you could smoke on.
Yeah.
He was,
Yeah.
He was like, everyone would just be chiefing on their cigarettes and just looking all fancy, and I'm like, that sounds awful.
Yeah, sitting in a plane with a bunch of cigarette smoke everywhere, dude. But like back then, that was like the norm for everything. I will say this though, I like drinking on planes. I get drunker faster, I think, or maybe I'm just like, you know, feeding into the placebo effect. But man, I'm like, give me 2 vodka shots, you know. All right, boom, boom. And I'm like, all right, you know, and then give me like a screwdriver or something, you know, because like that's what they got. But yeah. I thought they keep Santa Claus awake at night. My ass does not keep him awake at night, because if it did, he would text me back, but he hasn't.
Damn. They're just beating on us tonight. Which is cool. I can take it.
These are some mean answers. I can't believe anyone would say any of these things. I can't believe that people would say something like that.
It's horrible. I can't believe it.
We are a
It must
show
be-
of learned doctors.
I wouldn't take that from a vandal.
Awful cheerleaders would yell blank. It's voting time.
Damn, girl.
That's all Glenn said for the last hour. Damn, girl. Where's my soundboard?
He's out there.
I don't know if that still plays, even though I muted on the page.
And that's all for round 2. Fire up the scoreboard.
I think I'm doing pretty well.
Oh, I think I'm doing awful, but I don't care.
Who's boner? Now, who has a boner?
Welcome to the
But who
last
is
lash,
boner?
the final round. Stakes are triple. There's just one prompt, and
Turn
you're
out
all
the
in
light.
it.
Light
Your
a
last
candle.
prompt is a TMZ headline you really want to see.
Oh, wow. I think a good one.
Time to take a look.
I almost didn't make that one.
Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 votes.
Damn, no one
Either
did it on those
one
ones?
Answer or spread them out.
This is a limited option. You're muted.
Thank you. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Like I ran out of time.
I almost ran out of time too.
I was like pushing send and it like went nowhere. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, did I really run out of time?
Man, I was trying to think of something clever. I don't think
Me
it
too.
worked. We're off the game tonight. Next week we'll drink a beer.
I'm never coming down off of these. This is me from now on. I have an unlimited supply. Ready to take it from me. So who won this one?
This one was Geekiest, I believe.
That's all. Now for the final scores.
And I appreciate the love wanting the show renewed for another season. We're going to stay on here until we get monetized and we're going to quit and sell out. Not kidding. Oh, I won.
In some kind of new Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It doesn't have bad publicity.
Yeah, we're going to call it the Cody coin. It's worth whatever.
It's worth whatever. That's good. That's so good. Well, hope you guys had fun because we had fun.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and take this off the screen real quick. And then, yeah, Cody left. He always leaves.
Dano, you won that. Nice job, pal.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys all hanging out and playing the games. Cody's never going to say anything on the sign out anyways. If he makes it back in time, we'll find out. And actually, Glenn, we haven't heard from you for 2 days. How you doing? You got anything you want to tell the people before we close this out, bro?
Just everybody, thank you for being here. It's been wonderful to sit here in awkward silence.
Space where no one can hear you, Glenn.
I like how his lighting in his room's perfectly set on the side of his head where the sun's coming up, so it always looks like he's got that godly shine right there, you know? Like he's either about to, like, kill you and create a new civilization or offer you a quest, you know, in a video game, so.
Offer you a quest. That's pretty good. Come with me.
But yeah. Anthony, you want to tell these people where they can find you?
You can find me at I'm_Anthony Ramella on Instagram. Usually I am a lot more active on there than I have been the last couple of weeks, but just a lot of stuff going on at work. ShakeandBakeMedia.com. You want to see what I do as my day job. That's the company that we own. If you need any kind of media stuff, labels, whatever, we do all that kind of work. So, you know, check it out, see what you think. And that's it for me.
All right. Cody, we're signing out, and we got back in time. Did you wash your hands after you wiped your ass, or what?
Of course.
Okay, cool. Hygiene,
Always.
guys. Make sure to wash your hands.
Wash my hands every time. What the fuck?
You want to tell these people anything before we close it out, bro?
I mean, just, you know, have a good week. Or have a good night, at least. I mean, shit.
Damn, dude. Sage words. Sage wisdom. Otherwise, you guys can catch us back here on Monday. Well, I'll be here Monday with Breeze Tones and Legion Vapes for more vapey-related stuff. That's some stuff that if you're into the vape, you'll probably want to hear from them. Other than that, I'll probably this week will probably be my last gaming session during the week because your boy's back at work full time doing local vape. So this will be the last gaming session. So I'll play some Fallout. I'll get on a little early, and I'll do a 3-hour playthrough so all 2 of you that stick around the whole time can see it. So thank you. No, No, hey, I appreciate everybody's love. But other than that, make sure you use the code Amigos20 if you shop at localvape.com. You can pick up Restone's coils, and they are bitchin' coils. You've seen them everywhere from the hands of Frames Janklin to Cody to myself to fucking Nick Grim Green. Fucking everybody all around the world's got them. They're fucking great coils, great dude. Make sure you guys show some support. Otherwise, if you're in Australia, for Australia Amigos, you can get them at Victory Vape down there, and also Geelong Vape Co. And he's also got a new collab coming out with Susco, so make sure you check that out. Community love. Yeah, guys, stay safe. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. So basically do everything, and have a great fucking weekend. We'll see you next time.